I think the last 5 months have been about learning about the company, absorbing the culture of the company, what really makes the company special, and learning about the people, the industry, and the team. I think what has been the most interesting part of the journey for the last 5 months has been the fact that Myntra is really built on two things. The passion for fashion and passion for technology, and really, understanding this culture where how do we democratize fashion through technology is something that has been at the core of Myntra, and probably at the core of my journey at Myntra of learning what Myntra is about. Some of the things that have been the highlights over the last, I would say, few quarters, and definitely the last 6 to 7 months have been the launch of social commerce platforms like Myntra Live, Style Studio, Stylecast, Style Squad. I think all of these are elements of defining how we as an organization are innovating for fashion through technology, and how we are taking forward this journey of democratizing fashion through technology. And that's what the journey has been. I spent almost 8 years at Flipkart before I came into Myntra, and Flipkart gave me a great platform to learn about e-commerce, consumer internet technologies, and a very, very wide, spectrum of understanding how different categories, consumers, product, technology, supply chain works together in tandem to create a flywheel of customer growth and of what e-commerce really is. And that gave me a great platform across all of my roles that I did in Flipkart. Myntra is really exciting. Fashion is a very exciting space. Fashion is not transactional. Fashion is very relationship driven. Fashion is about creating inspiration for consumers. Fashion is about bringing the best of brands to consumers and creating flagship experiences for consumers. And therefore, I think the journey at Myntra has been has been really building for consumers, through experiences which are engaging, which are relationship built, and which are driven by trends and brands. The last role at Flipkart gave me the opportunity to really go deeper into this role and play that role. So I would say a great platform to learn, but a great opportunity because, like I said, fashion is so exciting. It's not transactional. It's engaging. It's inspiring. We want, we play the role of consumers, helping consumers be the best version of themselves. And that's really the exciting part of the job. Yeah. The biggest thing to understand is that, especially over the last few years, the Myntra consumer is a global citizen. So they are aware of global trends, global celebrities, global brands, and they really are eager to experience these brands, which are probably they are catering to a niche that may not be available in the homegrown, in some of the, so they are really wanting to experience brands across the foray, not just international brands, but I would say even brands which are homegrown, D2C brands, brands which are artisan-led, capsules which are artisan-led by Indian brands. I think all of those are finding their place with the Myntra consumer, because the Myntra consumer is actually looking for brands which are, which are specialized, which are catering to a specific need. And Myntra is a platform which allows all of these brands to kind of bring their best version to the consumer. So whether it is through flagship experiences or through social commerce engagement or through omni-channel experiences, I think Myntra provides a platform which is end-to-end for all of these brands. There is a great demand for international brands, but I would say at the same time, local homegrown D2C brands are also seeing their demand going through the roof, because they are catering very specifically to some of the Indian needs. So I think there is a place for both, and both are doing well. Omni, for example, is a great example of connecting both offline and consumers to a seamless offline and online experience. We have around 300 brands, 3,000 stores, and 40 cities where omni-commerce is enabled, and we see a huge traction for consumers wanting to experience a seamless offline to online experience, along with purely digital experiences which are flagship brand stores or tools like digital social commerce, etc. like I said, earlier, the Gen Zs, the millennials, they want relatable celebrities. So they want people they can, who look like them, who they can identify with, and who really help them, who help them bridge the distance between aspiration and achievable. And that's what the digital the digital creators and the influencers do. And that is something where you see a lot of the consumers actually wanting to get inspired by the influencers. Social commerce is actually a way of end-to-end making the journey of a consumer not just transactional, but inspiration and experience driven. And social commerce is not something which is a standalone experience on a platform like Myntra, but through Myntra Studio, it is actually integrated across the journey, where you get inspiration across the journey, whether it is through brand experience stores, or through the product pages, or through the list pages. You see inspiration across the journey, which is also shoppable content. Myntra Live is another flagship experience that we have. We were the first in the country to launch that in August of 2021, and now we run almost 2 shows an hour, so 40 shows a day, which is where live shopping happens. Consumers talk to influencers, they get educated, they get inspired, they actually interact in a very, very fun way with the influencers, and build a relationship with the influencer, so to speak, and follow trends which the influencer teaches them about or inspires them to adopt. Again, seeing great traction both from consumers but also from brands who want to engage with them. Myntra, again, at the heart of it, we are an enabler. So we enable brands, we enable influencers, and we enable consumers to come together and create this creator ecosystem where each part of the the flywheel can benefit from that. Myntra is the most loved fashion platform in the country. And I think that's the vision that we need to continue to build for. There are new consumers who are coming into the ecosystem, who are buying products for the first time digitally, or experiencing brands first time digitally. So how do we enable those journeys, and how for those consumers also we continue to be the most loved fashion platform? I think that's the vision. I think the second part of the vision is to be the most the most respected platform for partners that we work with. So how do we be the best enablers for all of the partners that we work with? That's the second part of the vision, which is equally important.